Hey, as I was putting grades in for the last assignments, I was seeing each and every one of your names, and I miss you. Every time I see a name, I think of that student and some things that I remember about them. So I miss you. For materials that we're learning at school, the more you can approach challenges and unknowns with curiosity, the quicker you'll learn. Curiosity will put you into a state of flow. That's where time's passing and you don't even notice it because you're so involved in what you're doing. The energy of a falling stone makes a disturbance in the water, and this disturbance creates a wave. Energy is carried by two types of waves, transverse and longitudinal. Transverse waves are waves where the disturbance is perpendicular to the direction of the wave. It goes up and down. And longitudinal waves are where the disturbance is parallel to the direction of the wave. It pulses out. All waves have some common characteristics and properties. They all have a wavelength. They all have a period, frequency, and an amplitude. The wavelength is the distance of one complete wave, crest to crest or trough to trough. The frequency is the number of wave cycles in a given space of time. The number of waves per second is called a hertz. The electricity that comes out of the wall socket is at 60 hertz. The amplitude is the maximum difference of the disturbance. Velocity is the speed of the wave, and it's equal to the frequency times the wavelength. Wavelength, frequency, amplitude, and velocity are common to all waves. All waves are traveling disturbances that carry energy from place to place. Sound waves. Sound is the transfer of energy caused by any vibrating material. Sound is carried by longitudinal waves, which pulse out from the source of the disturbance. This is a speaker, these are the sound waves, and this is an ear. Sound waves are mechanical waves that need a medium to travel through. There must be molecules to vibrate for the sound waves to travel. The louder the noise, the greater the wave pressure. The more high-pitched the noise, the greater the wave frequency. Humans can hear up to 20,000 hertz. Dogs can hear up to 40,000 hertz, and bats can hear up to 100,000 hertz. The speed of sound. Sound always needs a medium to travel through. That's why there is no sound in space. The speed of sound depends on the medium it travels through, as well as on the temperature. Sound travels faster in liquids and solids. Warships using sonar to find submarines. Seismic waves travel faster than sound waves in air. Electromagnetic waves. Light is an electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic waves don't require a medium, a substance to travel through. Light is carried by electromagnetic waves. The sun is our greatest source of electromagnetic waves. Wave disturbances. All waves can be deflected, distorted, or changed when they come in contact with a boundary. A reflection occurs when waves bounce off of a barrier. This is reflected light. Refraction occurs when waves travel from one medium to another. Since the speed of light changes in the liquid, it slows down, we get refraction. Diffraction occurs when waves bend around a barrier. Fill in the blank. You should be able to fill in the blanks. Waves that need a medium to travel through are called blank waves, and the examples of this are sound, water, ropes, and earthquakes. They are called mechanical waves. Waves are created when a source creates a disturbance. What is a wave? Waves only carry blank, not matter. Waves only carry energy, not matter. Waves in which the particles vibrate in an up and down motion, example, light waves. They are transverse. How do waves travel? The matter through which a wave travels is called a blank. It's called a medium. Which property of the wave is being shown at the red arrow? That's that green line. So the measure of the zero rest position to the crest is called the amplitude. Shorter wavelengths equal blank energy. Is it more or less? It's more. Shorter wavelengths are more energy. Blank happens when any wave bounces after hitting a barrier. Reflection happens when any wave bounces after hitting a barrier. The bending of waves around a barrier or through an opening. This is diffraction. A form of energy emitted by the sun. Electromagnetic radiation. How light works. Light stops at the object and does not reflect or refract. That's absorption. Here the banana is reflecting the yellow light, but it absorbs the other colors. Blank is an interaction of light with matter that causes light to reflect in all directions. Scattering is an interaction of light with matter that causes light to reflect in all directions. The portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that is detectable to the human eyes is visible light. When light hits an object, what happens? When objects allow some light to pass through, the object is called opaque. Opaque or translucent. Blank is created by vibrations that produce waves of energy that move through matter. Sound is created by vibrations that produce waves of energy that move through matter. Sound is made when an object vibrates. How high or low a sound is perceived to be. Boom. 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 That's pitch. How high or low is pitch? Pitch is determined by the wave's frequency. Loudness. Loudness is measured in decibels. Loudness is measured in decibels. The change in pitch, or the frequency, as a sound gets closer to you is called the blank effect. It's the Doppler effect. Sound travels fastest through solids. Sound waves are mechanical and longitudinal. The finding of an object using reflected sound. Echolocation. Echolocation. It's all one word. Waves that do not need a medium to travel through. Examples are X-ray, radio waves, infrared radiation, microwaves, visible light, electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves do not need a medium to travel through. Blank is the change in direction of a wave when it changes speed as it travels from one material to another. Refraction. Refraction is the change in direction of a wave when it changes speed as it travels from one material to another. And that's it. Study these materials for the test on Thursday.